玉がこんなとこ
three string level and 20 equations, I can't fit that as well, I have to do two. So first of all, you see, well, if I take it apart, it's like this FIR, I have my diagonals made a change down here, I've got four S's, and I've got four I's. And if you think about it, it kind of makes sense of the flow. If you start, you have nothing, you go this way, you have strain 1, but previously had nothing, recover, then you have strain 1. Previously had strain 1, got strain 2, and finally has both. Isn't it the other way, get strain 2 first. And those equations are connected up in this way. If I see what terms are similar between the equations, right? So these ones with which less than mu, if I highlight those are all terms to do with natural birth things at S. And if you got one out here, this has got plus mu, everything else is minus. So the births are going in there, so everyone's born in S1 2. So all the other terms, if it's not mu, it's to do with the infection. But the other terms, so the next most nice ones are these ones with the scanner in front. Actually, these ones to do with recovery, these are the flows from I's back to S's. Yeah? And like these ones, which are where the action is, it's flows from S to Y, the infection happening. And then you can see a little bit of FIR on the notes, it's still beta times, okay, a combination of I's times of S. Maybe with a bonus factor in there, but it's still essentially an FIR type model. So, this thing highlighted in blue, beta times I, is a thing we call force of infection. It's a single person get infected out of the system. It's all the pressure to get infected from the rest of the system. Actually, we could just, well, that's from the S everywhere, so let's get a name, and we'll use lambda, the capital lambda, whatever it is. We might probably invest this lambda 2. Lambda 1, 2. If I call that lambda 1, call that lambda 2, I can immediately make these look much, much less scary, yeah? That's all worse. So the language is filtered and slowed in between. Now, you can see these F equations, well, I should have written I's in there. I can't just throw these I equations out, they should appear everywhere. There's one very neat move that's not house. You can write down equations for lambda in themselves, but because of it under from the F equations under a very neat move, I'm not going to go to the full current details of this, but this is the principal idea. This is the sort of system we've got at the moment. If we short circuit it, like this, get a much more tractable model. And everything like, that's the I class we've got. Well, actually, fine, it's still the lambda. So what happens is now we flow between different classes of S, but it's no longer true compartmental models. It's not like you're one of these or one of these. You're exactly in one of these, but you could also be in one of these. So you can sort of make an overlapping model. So when you go from 0 to 1, you can be affected by 1. You're also going to be represented in here a little bit as well, so your infection is 1. And this turns out to be really approximations for short infections. And by short, I mean the infection is a small proportion of your lifetime. Yeah, so flu, you're ill for 5 days, lifetime, many years. So that's, and you take those those numbers, which is really good. Or a modified model, so actually what happens is you speed through and get infected by both strains within a few days of each other, which can't happen here. You've got to wait there and then go there. And actually the population of infection happens as soon as possible. So it's already a much nicer system now. This is now the full system, 6 equations. Actually, number 6, does that impress you? Okay, so when I'm dealing with hundreds, order n2 to the n is now become order 2 to the n. This is a good step forward, but it's still pretty funky, but we can't really do 2 to the n. So here's our bit of this. Oh, so that works well. But how do you do PhD students? A few. Right, there's a little window when you know enough about your subject to understand the pattern of what has happened, but you don't know so much, your mindset is stuck in a particular way. You have a little window of opportunity to do something really cool, and that's because you're silly enough to not know it shouldn't work, right? So enjoy that phase. I'm silly enough. Oh, you know that. Of course it works. That's what it is. So these F variables, they're turning into these features, so being an effective accessibility rather than actually F's. The same trick should work nicely. So I can write these as features. Nice, but you better know. If I can write some equations for feature G, which don't give the F's, I'm done. Yeah? I'm going to say the details of this, but if I can do that, I'm not going to do a question mark. It doesn't depend on any F's. I've got a closed system here. This is short section of my PhD thesis. Right? I think it's more online. I'm sure you'll take Cambridge Service Stands like this one. So, you can get all the F's and write things under some assumptions. You know, it's a little bit technical, but it's related to how partial unity works and how unity accumulates. So you get unity from one string and then another, how you combine those. If you look at those assumptions, this system works. If the assumptions are not strictly true, and this is most thesis work, the system is still a good approximation to the full system, so we can work with this reduced system most of the time. And it looks like this. We're just down to the features and the lambdas. You press yes.
Oh my god.
We've got from 2 to the n, which is a C number, down to 2n. So 100% of 200 variables, which is still quite bad, but don't put anything to that, yeah? It's good news. It works. So here's 100 strains with random possibility between them. You can compute really large number of strains. I did that on a very old little laptop and no problem. You can, well, you can now add other things, yeah? You can do other complexities. We've made the strain bit easy. We can do other stuff with it. So one thing I have to show you, because it's the most expensive plots I've ever made. Do I have time to tell you that story? Yeah. It's horrible, isn't it? It's terrible for many reasons. So the red colour here means 0, the red colour here means lots. Actually, the time that disappear in the strain up there. But it demonstrates that you started there. Get rid of anything colour. You really have to do it black and white perfectly well. I didn't cut that much, I listed it with the paper. And some people know they used to do things and it's a thing called page charges. And then journals were in print, so they charge you a lot of possible for colour. And this is the first paper I finished on my own. Well, I didn't charge it, my supervisor's co-author. I had no idea. And a massive bill. So these colour figures that were totally unnecessary. Don't mind the day, tap the colour figure on the CD and post it off somewhere, and then you get a massive bill back and go, oh, right, that means annual rent. I'm going to check it to my supervisor. And if we notice he's angry with me, he's like, don't do that again. So pay for it, so I'm going to enjoy this sticking out the rest of my career. I had never made strains, Julie gets a PhD thesis. So what? Really, where did this go? This was a fun mathematical exercise, it was fun. So what? I'm trying to communicate to you. Right, so there's the top bit of that paper. So typers don't lose the sort of isolated projects in their own, right? There's plenty of threats to all this. So we use many results from papers like us, and we cite those, so that's the citation there. Also, if you write a paper, and you get lucky, it goes on to be used by other people. This paper, actually, I've checked if there's 250 other papers that use this. So it gets picked up and used by other researchers, and they say the sort of thing this one's been useful, and I've picked it out slightly randomly, not very randomly, but this is another paper that cited this. It's also quite a theoretical study, but looking at slightly more general situations as reinfection and vaccination. There's this paper, Lyme disease? I don't know about Lyme disease, but it turns out it's got strains as well, so it's useful. The strains are within the 6 stage rather than the human stage. Malaria, and this is Stretcher group here in zoology. Malaria has strains which are quite different to flu strains. Some of the mathematics, some of the machinery they reuse between systems. HPV, human papillomavirus, is a virus that's a chemical cervical cancer, so now it's routinely vaccinated against, but there are multiple types against strains. So, this one. This was picked up by a research group in Cologne and was used. Well, you don't have to be doing these bigger machine models. Actually, some people do.